Talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Oh.
Is it really possible?
Or you can what? Maybe in PC, but I highly doubt in console.
The ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been...
No, I don't think she used the thing that...
What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Is it really? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the...
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate... I'm sure that would have been...
No, I don't think that she used the thing that was...
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible.
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's...
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills.
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just...
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the... You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, to explain, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So, before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body. Be sure to examine the entire...
Examine her. No, wait.
It's probably bad. It's not that I'm freaked out or anything. It's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead...
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know. What? This is. What is this?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible. This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this, Beth.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Whoever's
Let's pick
watching
up
this
from
other
there.
than Dylan is a thought. Weird. I don't care if you're watching it, Ray. Fuck you.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy. And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Kirigiri best girl.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I... And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
I swear to God.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear. Yep.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
You're gay.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
You're gay.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight.
I
Count
can't
me
tell you the
in.
killer.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
They can't tell you the killer. That they killed the
Of
rest of
course
the
I
game.
do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the...
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
I got it!
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but... Did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game...
Yeah! No! Not game over!
Isn't there a single clue? Did nobody get... I'm sure if someone saw the... Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah. All we need right now is any...
It's over. It's all... You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only...
No, it's wrong. I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't...
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took. First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him.
No, that's wrong! Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Color?
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue?
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility! Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
I don't know.
He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony... When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew he did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Oh god. No.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of...
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbook...
No. Wait, fuck. Shit. Nah.
Shoot! I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point.
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that...
No, I'm not.
If the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So...
You're asking me?
Never go to sleep.
Never, Alex.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
You knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
I know it is.
Hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
Whom? It's Dylan. Dylan, is there anyone else in the party?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
I had to look at the comments that way. I know him too, insane.
And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was... Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
Rip on nom.
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform.
Damn it. I don't have a daughter.
Little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on! You've got it all wrong! He would never kill! I don't accept this! Show me the proof! The actual solid proof!
Make your argument. Oh shit.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
No, it doesn't exactly.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Who the fuck said that? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! You spell it right, Alex. God damn it.
Let's test Makoto. If what he said, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually from that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just...
No, I have to do that through the comments. Sorry, bud.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall.
Oh?
Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment is some...
Text to speech. Fair point.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch! What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Liar, pants on fire.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll...
Close. Oh, god damn it.
When the moon reveals its face through the clouds, I let out a sigh and wanted to cry out loud, but deep in my heart I feel love. I can't wait to hear your reaction to the mastermind's switching personality.
What do you mean? Ah! There's a time when the moon reveals its face through the clouds, I let out a sigh and want to cry out loud, but deep in my heart I feel love. What the fuck, Alex? Oof.
I mean, she has a lot of personality and she keeps switching.
What's up?
It's a Shiro ship.
I have to do that to look at the comments though.
No,
I do.
Yes. Put your comments on Screen Jackass.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, okay, good. Shit. That can't be right. Fuck it.
So the doorknob goes after the key card thing.
Oh shit, you're right. There we go. Let's see, everything after this. Two more? Yes. The two?
The two that are missing. And it's the post. Yeah, it's the post here. I don't know which one.
I'm going to say it's this one.
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room.
You still haven't put your comments on screen with a what the fuck.
Yeah, I could, but I want to be able to see my full screen. Too lazy.
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Good try.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Damn it. First of all, hold on a second. I will do this. There we go. How's Ray doing? He's awful. Dylan?
Which one wasn't correct?
The dumbbell one. This one. Maybe it's cool. What? Hold on.
The ebook.
Ebook, this one? Right here?
Here's exactly what happened.
Damn it, Dylan. Nah.
I don't know. I'm like fucking 10 seconds behind. I don't know what I'm fucking doing.
Here's exactly what happened.
Oh my god.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet.
I had it right first.
Then, removing the bloody poster.
Damn it.
The killer is you!
Okay.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
Essentially, it's a JoJo character out.
But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, using one of those, a boy could get into the...
Damn it.
The killer is you! After all, Saya could using one of those.
There you go, you got it.
And that's exactly how the killers, with the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work.
This is gonna be hype. You get to watch Josuke.
They changed the layout of the boys and girls locker.
I got this right.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, He went and grabbed the extension cord from the library. And then he got
Is
to
it just
work.
weird Byakuya in this form look like the bad guy, that British bad guy from Teen Titans?
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steam sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Josuke.
Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Or that's how his name should have been, but no. He had to go and be a bastard.
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof!
Valid.
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
When I give you a plate of fucking proof, you don't take it out. Take the out. Everything becomes clear. A new element? No. I don't care. Hopefully I don't die. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh god damn it.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence!
Fuck, I still don't know how to do this. I forgot to tell you how to do this. Damn it. I know, right, Alex? Josuke always causing trouble. Yeah, no, it's supposed to be, Crazy Diamond. I did lose. I lose it. Shit. That's all. Yes.
I refuse to give up yet!
I refuse. Okay, let's try this again. I refuse to take a tutorial. I'm not really sure how to shoot. I think it's triangle. But I refuse.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you!
Oh shit, there you go.
False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False!
Fuck you!
Show me some evidence!
Fuck you.
This should prove it!
Master Debater, I agree, Alex. All you gotta do is do it to the deep fine.
If my thinking so far is right,
Oh.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
These fucking normies calling it magic game.
Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Josuke, is he coming up straight?
Huh?
Yeah.
He's gonna use this crazy diamond.
I did it. I killed him.
Or shining diamond. Ass my ass. Dude, fuck.
Bro, what are you saying?
Wait, what's his name? With the, he can break through.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that!
Wait! Hold on!
Alex, who was the electricity guy?
No
What's his
waiting!
name?
No holding on!
The guitar player.
Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I think everybody should pick the wrong person. This is tasteful. Fuck, I forgot the guy who controlled the motorcycle that one time in JoJo.
What?
This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes. Mondo Water.
Unbelievable.
I love him despite he's an evil teddy bear. I don't know. He's gay. Ishimaki. Need you more care. I refuse to believe. No way he would kill me.
Sorry.
What is this?
Fair enough. Just cause some YouTube videos.
Now then.
And there's secrets, I guess.
Actually...
Teddy bear is a dick. Pretty funny though. Wanna hear it? You can hit. Wait. You can just search fast for the text. Fair enough. Brandon ZD. Who the fuck is Brandon ZD? Oh well. Regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak. Dang. Oh, I'm sorry. Even though you are a boy. What can be, Alex? Heard it. He heard things like that was as long as he could remember. Can he overcome his weaknesses? Just like Dylan. On the contrary. River, please. Oh, what do you mean, please? I've already lost my place. Fuck you, Alex. Take on the fragile form of a petite young girl, Lolly. I started watching this series, LMAO. I just finished watching the third execution. Think your rump was cool as fuck. Ooh, this way out. Now nobody would be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. That shit. Furry complex had become taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. Oh shit, Beaner left. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. Okay. Complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. Indeed. I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak,
How does you compare between the anime and the game? I don't know, Alex. I don't know. It's complete. There's different aspects in the game that make the game better. I guess. School, I have no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival to the place. If you're not strong, you don't survive. Natural selection is cool. The lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secret. Oh wait, I gotta give emotion like Dylan said. Which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret. Oh shit, doing a horrible job. Travels into the village. I don't like that answer. Well, I don't like you, Alex. Even though he dresses like a girl, so here's his actually.
Hey,
No matter what cost. I don't know, Alex. Watch the damn fucking series and then play the game. That would reveal that it would be the end. The hardened shell will crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. What if the person was gay though? Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I bought it on Vita like 2 years ago. Wrong game though. You bought the Ultra Despair Girls, which was awful. The gameplay was god-awful. The story was great. The gameplay was fucking atrocious. I didn't like it. Sorry. I don't believe.
But...
I also don't want to leave things the way they are. Maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my beast to become stronger, then I could tell everyone. I'm gonna think for a while. I know, but you told me yourself that, oh, you had Ultra Despair Girls, not the first one. Not your hentai game. What the fuck, Alex? How dare you? Ultra Despair Girls is a Danganronpa game, Alex. Asshole. It's the one between Danganronpa 1 and 2.
That's right.
Now is my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Dylan, you can take, like, lessons from this guy. Have more confidence in yourself. I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought, finally resolved to take immediate action. Fuck you, though. And so, the day he made a commitment to begin exercising, he was prepared to retrain his body and mind. Dylan needs to accept his shadow. I agree. He needs to stop being so edgy. Dylan thinks that he is the shadow, Alex, even though he can hear me now because he's in the party, but he thinks he is his own shadow. It's like I'm only following my conscience. I'm just a shell. Casting a figure in the light. That's the only first and only chance you would get.
Hey,
Exercising? You thought it would be good to ask someone? I can't hear Dylan for shit. Dylan ain't talking for shit, so. Ooh. There you go. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to?
Yeah, that's right.
Was Josuke or Josuke. And Ray's non-existence. No, Ray left the party. It was me. Josuke. Alex, what was Josuke's last name? Sure was. I already got what you meant. Biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he come, oh, fuck off. Da da da. Plus, Mr. Macho Shosaki was the very symbol of the strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to be. Why are there like there's 5 people watching? Then there's 4. See, like, just fuck off. God damn. Dylan, is that you? Are you getting off and on? Oh, are you getting off and on my stream? What do you mean what I mean? Oh, fuck. Oh, there's 3 people. No. I'm losing people. No. I must take over the world. On this planet, would he ever be able to come close to that?
Correct.
Oh, fuck. I can't do separate voices. Oh, well.
Indeed.
Not to cover up what you done.
Certainly.
I could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But...
How does moving his body keep his secret? It's in the girl's locker room, jackass.
Because...
was locker room and everyone has been arguing about how she had gotten the boys locker room, right? It's 2 people. We're getting somewhere, guys. Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun suspecting isn't it so? We tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the locker room and stealing his handbook. Then Josuke did all of that to keep promise he'd make to Chihiro. He also did. Dylan, are you still watching this?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're one of the 2. Who's the other guy? Is it Alex? Is it my 2 hardcore fans? My streaming friends? Oh, yeah. The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trust each other, right? So why did you? Doesn't matter what. I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
Oh, he tried to fuck Chihiro. So that's what triggered it after all.
What is this?
Never mind.
You're wrong!
Don't make me repeat myself.
Even if you can't comprehend it, you know, if you can, that's all there is to it. Oh, why don't I tell you? Embarrassing memory, best secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Josuke did? He killed his own brother. Shit. I don't remember that in JoJo. Josuke is the ultimate shining diamond. Makes all the siblings and rough friends cross-country terror. The only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of his friend someone. Josuke's older brother named Josuke 2. It was because of Gaia, Mondo, never got on motorcycle. His brother was his family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust to respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo starry-eyed kid brother. Local motorcycle game. Before you know it, it had grown into the biggest rival gang in the country. My brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2, young brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the biker gang from his brother someday. His brother's greatness reputation began to come off on Mondo's very side. The kid's going to take over creating this game with his bare hands. Mondo just wants to ride. Someone like that really be your leader? Being with him. Almost every day Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the game. Which is why
I just...
Oh. Gotta get stronger. Once. Just one time. No matter what.
Don't fuck with me!
I don't care what it is. I got fun. And on the night of the main Bean Brothers retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to oh shit. It's Crazy Diamond. Holy shit. This is how Josuke dies. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Yeah. Or, of course he knew it was his older brother's fault. And I had never, or his little brother's fault. I had never blamed him for what happened. Oh, rip. Hey kid, the rest is up to you now. No matter what, you have to keep the gang together. Cause it's the key. You need to put together. It's a promise between men. Hide the truth of what happened from everybody else in this gang in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to admit to anyone that caused the accident as a result. Who the fuck is watching my stream? There's 2 people in my stream apparently, right? And Dylan, you said you're one of them. Who the hell is the other guy? I'm kind of curious now. Oh, there's 3 people now. Oh my. Oh man. He wanted to leave so bad. He's going to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong.
Yeah.
Those 2 people. Strong. And yet, as soon as he killed him again, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, it was just another weakling that could die. The lovely, hateful Hanakumo. I noticed, really the risk at this point. At that point, it's clear that I would have no problem shedding light. Mundo, or Josuke, killed his own brother. His older brother. After what, I couldn't let the gang members find out. That happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything my brother worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. And so that's why Mondo, after I saw what Mondo told on my head filled up with a kind of crazy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like that before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to say. But after a while, that fuzzy unease turned itself into a rock hard lump of anxiety. way down my stomach. And it was around then. She were asking me to start working out with me. Oof. Right there. He told me seriously, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, like why now are you talking all this time? If anyone finds out, you would.
I want to change.
Destroy that vision of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I feel like I'm supposed to lie. I've been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say?
What? What?
I really am. I should just be able to tell everyone my secret.
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness. To try to overcome. Can I say the name? I can't yell at you out here.
What?
No!
Secret ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Tell me all that. You're trying to ruin my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
He's really not murder you. Not murder your strength.
Yeah, that's right. You son of a bitch! I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
You raped Chihiro's body. I knew it. Hey, Dolan.
Huh?
What are you doing? That's it? You have nothing to say about this?
Other than this is why JoJo sucks.
Shut the fuck up. This is why JoJo's great. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human with a cold blood. He couldn't cut free from his regrets from the outside world. He didn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Cause I sure don't. You barster. Just shut up. You're a son of a bitch. And go ahead and say that again. I dare you.
Yep.
That's a good enough as you want. Unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing.
You kid me.
Execution.
Well now, well now, well now, well
But I
now.
promised you earlier, we'll actually not disturb peaceful punishment.
Ridiculous.
This is like, hold on.
Now then, I
Now
prepared a very special punishment.
For Yosuke, the ultimate shining or crazy diamond. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
That would be funny. But no.
I said wait.
He turned to hair. I think. No, it's Mondo Butter. Yeah, no, it's Butter. Laugh at death. Soul be forever in peace. It can't be. Sure is Butter. My brother. Not my brother. Another murder. Another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives
That
are
one
taken.
wasn't as brutal as the baseball.
It wasn't. Fuck, I don't want to. Oh, no, I don't know.
That one was more mediocre, if anything.
Well, I mean, they all do it resembling the people, honestly.
I know, but still.
My favorite one is the next one, I think.
Well, I'm gonna get off of that, so I'll catch you later.
Alright, see you later on.
Naturally.
Hey. However...
What?
Honestly. There is nothing to be done.
Come to my room. This is nice. I will find him.
That's right.
I see.
But...
Interesting.
Correct. Indeed.
Kirigiri Disco. Fun.
Hey.
What's this?
You... What?
Damn. What the heck? Damn it!
Ooh, how exciting!
That's enough. In the name of my family.
You're getting all riled up!
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match.
But I must admit, I'm disappointed.
I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see. As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away! Ooh. My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Ooh.
I know I shouldn't cry. But I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here.
Big titty bitch.
If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to. Okay. Huh?
Alright.
But...
God damn it.